Alright, we are back. It's time for Weather Geeks. We skipped this video last night because we did a live stream instead with the wintry precipitation that pushed in last night. Thankfully, that did not amount to much overnight as that system kind of struggled. Now, we had some slick spots out there this morning, but there was so much mixed precipitation, sleet pellets, and drizzle, and it just had a hard time getting its act together and producing any sort of substantial snow or ice. Alright, you may remember, if you are a longtime resident of our area, 30 years ago, we were in the middle of the very cold December of 1989. And on this date, back in 1989, 30 years ago, we had a record low of 10 below zero. We had many temperatures below zero during that frigid stretch, which began right around mid-month, right around the 15th, 16th, took us right through Christmas. It was a very, very cold Christmas season 30 years ago, back in 1989. It was not that cold here today, but it was cold and it was gray and kind of gloomy out there this afternoon. Another one of those flatline temperature days like we get at this time of the year fairly frequently, with hardly any movement in our temperatures. All right, last night's system is now pushing out to the east, and this is really nothing to write home about on the weather maps this evening. A little bit of rain, mixed precipitation, and a little bit of snow up in parts of New England. The sky actually trying to clear here over the last few hours, and with the sky clearing, we're finally going to see those temperatures start trending down. So there's the back edge of our stratocumulus deck that we had earlier on today. That clearing sky will allow temperatures to drop into the lower 20s overnight tonight. All right, the National Weather Service in Cleveland and Buffalo have hoisted lake effect snow warnings for the primary snow belts south of Buffalo and western New York, and then in inland Erie County, PA, pretty much south, around and south, I should say, of I-90 in Erie County. Closer to home, it's a winter weather advisory for Lake Geauga and Crawford counties. The reason for these? Well, we've got some lake effect snow that will begin to kick in overnight tonight. If you look carefully on our water vapor loop this evening, a little curly Q up here. This is an upper level disturbance that's going to pivot down through the Great Lakes and really activate the lake effect machine accompanying this upper level disturbance. A lot of cold air down here in the lower levels blowing over those relatively warm Great Lakes. So the radar should turn active later on tonight, first up in Michigan and then eventually northeast Ohio and northwest PA. Now here's what you need to know for your morning commute on Wednesday. It's not going to snow everywhere, and in some places this won't be much more than flurries. But I also can't rule out, so with this surge of Arctic air crossing the lake, I can't rule out a couple of pretty good bands of snow coming in off the lake and surviving all the way down into parts of our TV viewing area, especially Trumbull, Mercer, and Mahoning counties. But even in northern Columbiana County, you might get a decent snow shower at some point early in the day. So use caution. This is going to be one of those situations where conditions will be changeable. Visibility will drop suddenly and then improve suddenly as you get out of the snow showers. Now, the most frequent snow showers will likely be during the first half of the day. Then we'll get into more of a flurry regime later on in the afternoon. Wind chills tomorrow morning, bundle up. Single digits to around 10, and then by the end of the afternoon, temperatures keep falling. Air temperatures will be in the teens by the end of the day tomorrow. Those wind chills will keep falling as well, close to zero by tomorrow evening, and then no higher than the single digits again by Thursday morning. All right, so our cold front will roll through, temperatures fall, flurries linger into early tomorrow evening, and then we begin a long stretch of benign weather. This is our last real cold day on Thursday. Now, Thursday will be cold, but it won't be as harsh. It won't be as windy, and the sun will be out for a lot of the day Thursday, so that'll help us out some. And this warming trend will continue right into the day on Friday. Speaking of a warming trend, if you've been paying any attention to the forecast over the last handful of days, we've been talking about this for a while now ad nauseum, that the pattern is a mild one, as we have the last several days before Christmas, and even beyond Christmas. I think the week between Christmas and New Year's, when a lot of people are off, there's a lack of Arctic air in this pattern. So sometimes it'll be chilly, yes, but nothing like where we should be in late December. That is for sure. So normally a forecast 8 days in advance, we put low confidence in the details. I have higher than average confidence in our day 8 forecast because of the kind of benign nature of the pattern. High confidence this is going to be a dry Christmas day and very pleasant. Close to freezing in the morning, mid-40s in the afternoon. If the kids have outdoor toys, they can get outside and enjoy those toys without the really, really heavy jacket and the hat and the scarf and the whole 9 yards like you sometimes need on Christmas Day. So, bad news for those who want a white Christmas and a little mood snow, but good news for holiday travelers, good news if you want to be outdoors enjoying the Christmas holiday. I've gotten some questions on social media today when we've been talking about the warmth. Hey, does this mean it's going to be a mild winter? Does this mean no more snow this winter? Technically, astronomical winter's not even begun yet. We've got a ton of winter out ahead of us, and I do think we'll see a change in the weather pattern as we flip the calendar into 2020. We're seeing signals in the longer range that January appropriate cold and perhaps even below average cold will start to make its way into the pattern during the first couple of weeks of January. We've got lots of winter left to go. Just because we have a mild stretch in December does not mean that the whole winter will be like that. All right, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching Weather for Weather Geeks. A fresh edition of this video coming your way, same time, same place on Wednesday.